Hey, what's up again? This is Strict360. Today we have a preview of Toy Odyssey coming out soon for Xbox One. My base has been raided. It's no surprise there. Basically, every night you go back, or every time you die, or return to the base, there's a possibility that you've been raided. Which sucks, because sometimes they, not only do they take your materials, but they take your characters too sometimes, and you gotta go find them. So, the boys' room is your main base. And as you can see, you got a couple characters around here. They give you side quests, and you can just chat with them for some information. You got materials, like you have a workshop here. You can take materials you don't need and just turn them into bolts, or nuts I should say, which is the currency you'll basically be using throughout the game. You'll need it to purchase crafting stuff, to craft blueprints here, in addition to materials. And you can see here, as you collect blueprints, you have access to different items and weapons to make. And over here, this is your chest. You can upgrade your character here. Or you can choose to equip the stuff you already own. Like, you can equip a weapon, which is obvious. You got an offhand weapon, which is like a secondary attack that uses special energy. And they have a different variety of attacks. And what else? You got all your different accessories. Different accessories you equip can have different effects, such as this one has a magnet. Which basically means items get pulled to you instead of you having to chase them down, which is actually pretty handy because there's a lot of narrow platforms in this game, so when you kill an enemy, stuff just flies everywhere. It's kind of annoying to gather. So I always try to keep that on. As you upgrade your character also, you gain access to different abilities, like if you keep upgrading your boots, you can gain a dash ability, a double jump ability, which is obviously pretty useful in a game like this. I recommend upgrading that first. But you can also, once you upgrade your cape to a certain level, you can use that to glide. That's pretty useful too, because I find it's easy to take fall damage in this game. See here, you choose an item from one of your categories, like helmet, chest, gloves. And as you spend bolts to upgrade them, and once it gets to the max level, your item changes, and it changes the look and appearance of your character. Now, once you leave the base, you can't come back unless you either die or you return willingly, but doing so ends the night, and that's when you have a chance of being raided. These light switches, they're usually found by the doors, and well, you want to light up as many as you can because it makes it a bit easier on yourself. Plus these enemies hate the light. Some really tall areas have 2 light switches you have to hit just to illuminate the top half of the stage. As you can see, this is like a Metroidvania-style game. There's a lot of platforming and jumping and annoying enemies, and also traps. Yeah, battery, that recharges your blue energy bar there, which you use here for your auxiliary weapon. Now doors, you have to find, well, not all doors, but a lot of the doors are locked. So you have to find a key to unlock it so you can progress to the next area. And keys can be found anywhere. They can be found like by killing an enemy or smashing a container like so. Or sometimes just hanging up in the background, you just attack it and you can collect it. But yeah, you can also, if you're lucky, you'll find some health items when you break open containers. As you can see, I'm picking, right now my main quest is I have to pick up a certain amount of collectibles to make my base stronger. And so every time you see me pick up one, it appears in the top left corner. Yeah, this is a rat hole. rat holes basically function as teleporters. Once you, well, I just want to clear some. Honestly, I hate these spiders. They're like so annoying. But okay, so once you just press on the, you activate it. You just have to kill 2 mice, or rats, I should say. And see, now it's activated. Now I can choose that and teleport to anyone I already cleared. So it's handy for moving around the house later. But the thing is, when you die, the house is procedurally generated. So every time you die, it resets, which is pretty annoying. So you have to uncover the whole map again, and everything changes. But if you go back to base at night, it'll still stay the same the next day. You get to keep like all the progress you made in that, so that's not bad. As you can hear, the music, I love the music. It's just like, suits the mood kind of perfectly. It's got like a really, some of the music is really just creepy, off-key piano. Let's see, I've got another material. See, the reason my guy is attacking so fast now, because when you first start the game, your guy doesn't attack that fast. But I equipped an item that, like special item, that increases my attack by 50%, my attack speed. And so I just like, I doubled up on that, so now I have like 100% plus attack speed. See, if you wall slide, it's a little better than just landing and hitting the ground. Basically, when you walk into a room, you should always check right above you to see if the light switch is there. There's a bunch of different enemy types. Like, they all have different attack patterns. It really varies by enemy. And you just have to like get used to their attack patterns, and because you don't have too many options for dodging, to be honest. You have a dash, but it's not that great. And as you progress, the enemies get harder. They get like more health. You have to deal more damage. They deal more damage to you, I should say. They're just generally unpleasant. You gotta always be sure to open up chests so you can grab any kind of materials, because it takes quite a few materials actually to start building stuff back at your base, like for defenses, to help stop the people from coming and, you know, stealing your people. And that's actually especially one of the most frustrating, annoying parts of this game. Like, it's actually to the point of stupidity. Like, I went and, what's his name? Mongrel? I forget his name already. But he's a guy back at your base. Now, he gives me a side quest, a mission to go save a man named Archie. Toy named Archie, I should say, rather. So I go and I save this toy Archie. And it tells me now to go back to the base and talk to him. So, you know, I'm running low on health. I figure, whatever. I might as well just go back to base now, end the night. So I go back to base and end the night. And, well, I was raided. And so it announces to me that Archie has been kidnapped and now I have to go find him again. Like, it's just pointless. Like, pointless game design, to be honest with you. It's useless. It's not like something challenging that adds to the difficulty. It's just like being frustrating to the point of stupidity, basically. I mean, I literally just completed the quest to rescue him, and I have to go back to base and talk to him. And I couldn't even do that because he got kidnapped right away. And now I had to go back out and find him again. It just feels like a time waster. Safes. There's safes. You can find safes around the house. And as it says, you have to find a passcode written down somewhere to open it. It's usually in the next area, like an area adjacent. Like, see, I'm killing enemies pretty easily now. But when you first start the game, your weapon isn't that great. And you attack a lot slower, you know, you're not upgrading, you don't have proper equipment, or extra equipment I should say, like a necklace and extra accessories. So it's just like, you attack so slow and you do such little damage. The enemies can really be a problem. It is like gameplay wise, pretty difficult game. But as I was mentioning before, I find a lot of the needless difficulty comes from, you know, the base raiding. They want you to like defend your base and build up defenses and everything. But the fact is, once you start the game, it takes a lot of materials to build up the basic defenses. So you're gonna spend like a lot of time on the outside getting killed and losing all your materials from raids before you can build up enough to actually make the stuff. And now that I started making my first defense, I decided to improve the door defenses. Now it takes, there's a timer attached to each different upgrade, and for this instance, the door takes 20 hours to make. It's not like in-game time. It's 20 real-life hours. So like literally right now, I won't actually have my defense done till tomorrow. See, now you can just open up the safe and get a bunch of items. But the problem is now my backpack is full. You can only carry 6 items in your backpack. Like, you can stack multiple items of the same type, but, you know, so you really have to pick and choose what you want to collect and what, like, there's a lot of items, like, you basically just check what you need to build up a defense, and you look for that item, and if you don't have space, just drop something else. Even if you don't know what it does right away. The important part is to just get your defenses up right away. As slow as that may be. See, that's basically how you get raided. If you die, the night is over and you return to the base, you could get raided. It's not guaranteed, but you could. When you return to base, that also ends the night, so again you could be raided. And also, this is the most annoying part for me, honestly, is when you want to stop playing the game. You know, you just quit the game or whatever. But when you come back, when you reload your game, it starts you back off in the base and the night is over, so you could get raided again just by loading up your game, basically. Yeah, see, this enemy, it's one of those like Russian dolls, so when you destroy it, another enemy pops out from the inside. I mean, right now this is a preview build. Like the developers said they're working on a patch for day 1 release that's supposed to adjust, fix some balancing issues. So I'm hoping it pertains to the raiding, the incessant raiding and everything, because it really doesn't make the game fun at all. I mean, you're just starting off and you're finally getting those hard-earned wooden blocks, and then like you just load your game or you go back to base and you get raided and you lose like all of it. It's just not fun. It's not fun at all. I mean, it's not something you can... It's one thing if a game is hard, like gameplay wise, but when there's just factors like that that you can't control, it's kind of lame. I mean, because there's no way you can like right away get the materials needed, especially if you're just like figuring out how the game works and how to play, what you can do and whatnot. Yeah. As you can see, there's like, in addition to like dropping platforms, there's a lot of traps around, different types of traps. If you have those moving spikes, sometimes you have just like stationary spikes and they're all situated around platforms you have to traverse. Yeah, fall damage. Too much fall damage. Basically, if you jump, if you hit, basically the height, if you fall a little more than the height of your double jump, you're gonna take fall damage. These ventilation shafts are actually pretty good. You can always find like a chest there with an item, or in addition to materials and everything. So you should usually, whenever you see a ventilation shaft, you should jump in. Oh yeah, these are very handy. Basically you activate these and they turn on lights in this room and all the rooms near you. So if you look on your map there, now it actually highlights the next couple of areas, and so it like gives you a good idea of what's next, where you have to go. The mini-map is pretty good actually. It does a good job of notifying you of like important stuff in the room. Like you know, like if you have to like, if you go into a room and they have special objects in there, like a prisoner, or well, they don't notify you of rat holes until you clear them. Yeah. Stupid car. See right here, you open up these chests to free the prisoners, and they're like just little pawns, basically, that can help you back of your base build stuff and whatnot. So if you look at your mini-map, any white area is like an unlocked door you can go through. But if it's marked red on the map, then you need a key to unlock it. But it's not that hard to find keys, so you usually don't have to really worry about it. You can find these diary pages scattered around the house. Basically, they give you a little insight, like, to the family of the kid that owns the toy. And there's like different family members. Like you can find pages from the uncle and brother and father, also the mother. It gives you basically insight into what's going on in the house and a tragedy that's befalling the family. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks guys for dropping by and watching the video. Be sure to check out player2reviews.com for more info and reviews of all the games we can get our hands on. And okay, so this game releases September 21st on PC and Xbox, so be sure to check back around then for the review. Ciao.